There's no ideal number of slides for a carousel. You can do up to 20. I often do in the range of 10 to 20 because if I'm posting a carousel, there's usually a bunch of stuff to post in the first place. But whatever you like, it's not going to make a big difference on your reach either way. It should just be whatever is helping you tell the story you want to tell. On the topic of carousels, yes, on average, adding music will help you with your reach because if there is music and people do have their sound turned on, it can often get people's attention, make the post more engaging, which means you are more likely to get likes, comments, shares, saves, all of those interactions, which in turn will help with your reach. Again, it's not a promise, but that which in turn will help with your reach. Again, it's not a promise, but that is on average something that definitely helps. So for those of you who don't know, you can actually pin up to 2 comments on any of your posts. So you can pick a comment and then pin it to the top. Pin whoever you want. Pin somebody with good vibes, somebody who is saying something interesting, something fun, something exciting, something that'll spur a little bit of joy. And again, it's not something to try to hack in order to try to get more reach, but it's a way of actually highlighting somebody.
Well, hello. Someone is here. Who is here? I wish it would show me who the people are. I am early, but I'm also hungry. So I may be eating during this because it is 5 o'clock in Chicago and I have not eaten lunch. Like I ate at like 10 o'clock. So I did a poll for my people and they said 5 o'clock. And that's in a minute or so. I wanted to chat birthday. My birthday is next week. If you can, this one person who I don't know who you are, type your birthday in the chat. Would love to know when your birthday is. Usually I'm a little delayed, like I'm 15 minutes late to the party. So I figured today I would try a little bit early. You know, it's a beautiful day here. It's actually super windy. I'm sitting in my high rise. I live in a high rise in Chicago. And I don't know if you know, the term windy city for Chicago has nothing to do with like actual weather or wind. Yes, it gets windy here, but that's not why we were called the Windy City. We are called the Windy City because of politicians blowing a lot of smoke, like literally talking lies. So today, I think, is one of the windiest days I've ever experienced. And my building is swaying. Like I don't feel it swaying, but I hear it creaking. Like I can tell it's getting pushed around, which is pretty crazy. I'm trying to see. Okay, it's not too bad. It's 23 miles per hour. Is that normal? I don't know if that's fast or not. Because the scale goes all the way up to 75. So some would say 23 is not that chaotic, but definitely looks chaotic and it definitely feels chaotic. It's making it feel colder too. So it's actually 45 degrees outside and it is sunny. It's the first sunny day in probably a week. But the feels like temperature is only 29, which I don't know where everybody is from. Nobody's kind of popped into the chat. So would love to hear where you're from. But it's 46 today. It's going to be 61 on Sunday. And then it's going to be 14 on Monday, 10 on Tuesday with snow on Wednesday. But then Thursday will be 60 again. So, yeah, I don't know. Not the best weather. Let's see. Ooh, it's time to make my pizza. Okay, if you're wondering what kind of pizza I'm making, this is backwards. So you probably, oh no, it's not backwards. Cauliflower. It is, I am going to call myself out. I should be sponsored. Cauliflower, please reach out for a brand connect because I've literally eaten one of these pizzas every day since at least June. At least June, and it is March. So the reason I like it is number one, it's gluten free. I am celiac, so finding foods that are celiac friendly that taste great, challenging. And allegedly, this one is high protein. The whole pizza has 29 grams of protein. And when you enter your 40s, I'm turning 43 next week. Protein is your friend. Hey, Gitano, how's it going? Thank you for chiming into the chat. Was it good? I'm cooking it. I just popped it in. You're about to watch me eat it because your girl's hungry. I was just sharing with the other person watching that I normally am a little late to these, and I'm glad to hear you're good. And I was so hungry because I haven't really eaten today that I have a headache. So I was gonna make my pizza and eat it while I chat with you. And that's why I was early to the call because your girl's hungry. I was just sharing about the Windy City. I don't know, Gitano, if you've heard that Chicago is notoriously known as the Windy City. It's not actually due to weather. It's because our politicians are big talkers and they blow a lot of smoke out of their mouth, or a wind out of their mouth, I guess. So my building, like I just heard it there. It's like, it's like definitely the wind is pushing my building, which is crazy. There is a building called, it was formerly known as the John Hancock. I think it's 92 stories, 91 or 92 stories. I have a couple clients that live in there. And I was there actually this week, but it was so hazy outside. You couldn't see out the windows. We were on like the 60th floor and you were like literally in the clouds, which is pretty cool. And you can feel the building moving in that building. My building, it's so loud. Can you guys hear it? Hold on. Of course, now it's quiet. Now there's a police car. Maybe you hear that. I don't know. But yeah, my building. I heard it this morning too. I woke up and I heard it like, and I was like, literally, it woke me up. I was like, what is that noise? And then I was like, oh right, we're supposed to have crazy wind today. Well, I can hear the wind moving my apartment, so that's kind of a trip. Yeah, crazy, right? Okay, Gitano. How's life? Tell me what's one exciting thing that happened. I think you popped on right at the very end of the last live that we had last time, like the last 2 minutes, maybe, I think. And I had to go because I was hungry. Seems to be, am I saying it right? Please tell me I'm saying it wrong because when I just said it again, I was like, something tells me I'm saying it wrong. I also wanted to see if we should talk about Love is Blind. Gaetano. Did I say it right that time? Gaetano? Not guy. Gaetano. Gaetano? I'm so embarrassed right now. Not gay. Sorry. Not ga. But the E, because you have GA and then you have the E, so that E is throwing me off because GAE to me is like, I don't know. So it's gi. No, it's ga. Oh my God, this is my real personality. Yeah, but E is not I, except after Y. Let's see. I'm just not gonna say it because now I'm really embarrassed. I can't. I don't know how to say it now. Cause it's GI. GI would be I'm canceling it. I'm not. I'm over it. I apologize that I am ignorant and not aware on how to say your name. Do you know that Alicia Keys went to Italy for singing to San Remo and she read the words in an Italian song? Interesting. So she reads Italian? That's pretty impressive. That's really impressive. I'm impressed. I can't read other languages. I have dated an Israeli person, so I learned how to speak Hebrew. I've dated a Greek man, so I learned how to speak Greek. I've dated an Italian man, did not learn to speak Italian. I dated I think he was Venezuelan. I don't remember. This was like literally 15 years ago. We went on one date because after our first date, I saw him like the next day and he literally like put his hands all over my face and was like, "How many men did you talk to today? And like, who were these men? And like, you would never cheat on me, right?" And I was like, "Oh my God, we've had one date." And he was literally like all over, like suffocating me. To help her, they changed the words. Otherwise, she would have made mistakes like you in pronouncing. Yes, I'm sure she would have. You know, it's interesting because my mom is the first generation from the Netherlands, and I go back to the Netherlands and like hang out with them from time to time. And I haven't been in like literally a decade. They're mad at me that Trump was elected president. Like it was my doing. I don't know. And they literally told me to not learn Dutch. They were like, "Lisa, Dutch is a very challenging, complicated language that we don't even understand." And if you've ever been to the Netherlands, you can speak on the fact that a lot of them want to practice their English. So even if you were to try to speak Dutch, thank you, they would want to answer you in English. So it's pointless to even try. So fun facts about my name. My mom's name was Ilsa, which is a very Dutch name. And no one in America could pronounce her name. And there at the time was a glue that had a cow as the character. And the cow's name was Ilsa or Ilse. So Ilse the cow. So they would tease my mom and call her Ilse the cow because they couldn't say her name right. And so she wanted to give me the name that she always wished that she had, which was Lisa. So she gave me the same middle name as her. In Italy, people with your name is not Annalisa, and they say my name. Interesting. So in Germany and in South America, they pronounce my name Lisa, even though it's with an S. So that must be something to do with their pronunciation. But I never correct them, right? And I usually get a matcha in the morning and they, write your name on the cup and they spell it Liza or Lizza. They spell it with Z's, which is interesting. The name of my father, he was Czechoslovakian and German. His name is Randall. I have a second name. It's Marie. So Lisa Marie. So my mom was Ilsa Marie. I'm Lisa Marie. What's your middle name? Do you have a second name? I know in Europe it's not very common, which is challenging for when they come to get citizenship because in America we like a second name. I also think it's safer for identity theft to have a second name. My surname is too difficult for you. I'm sure it is. I'd love to see it though and attempt it. Yeah, I want to know. Of course. Share with me. You're the only one here. No one else wants to watch. So it's just me and you today. So, Pregliola. I think I did that well. I'm gonna dust my shoulder off because I think I nailed. Okay, good. Thank you. Did I get it correct or am I close? I hope I got it. I hope I'm close. You're leaving me on a cliffhanger right now. If I said that correctly. I did want to talk about how I'm going to live stream the red carpet, I think. Dang it, I did it again. GL is not Gil, it's Glee. So Pregliola. Is that better? I want to do like an Oscar red carpet because I feel like these women are not knowing how to dress themselves. And that's better. Okay, thank you. See, I'm learning Italian here on my YouTube live. I appreciate you. I was gonna try it again. Gaetano. Gaetano? Is that better? I hope I did that better. Ugh. Okay, hopefully. I'm guessing other countries, like, I don't remember. Are you still in Italy? I don't remember. I'm sorry that I don't remember. I should remember. We have St. Patrick's Day. So, for those of you that don't know, Chicago is the most popular city for St. Patrick's Day. It is our biggest holiday. I find it hilarious when. So, you live in America? I don't know. Yes, I find that hilarious too. But I guess also it's their culture. I mean, maybe if they're first generation, like my mother was 100% Dutch from the Netherlands. So, like, I'm not Dutch, but I feel very connected to my Dutch heritage. But I also don't say I'm American Dutch or Dutch American. I don't say that because I never lived there, so I can't say it. So, if someone had lived in Italy, that would make them Italian. Like if they're born and raised there. So yeah, I don't know why people call themselves Italian American. I do look quite German. Yeah, a lot of people guess German or like Swedish. I get that a lot, which I had never done my. I don't know what the chat is telling me to do right now. It was telling me to show something and I don't know what I was showing. So hopefully I don't really know. But I lost my train of thought. It's probably like a hater because then they left the room. They probably said something mean. I don't know. I'm like all over the board right now. Oh, that's funny, German top model. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I had always thought that my mom was 100% Dutch and my dad was German and Czech, but I did that DNA test to kind of figure it out, and allegedly, I'm 51% Dutch, and then 20 something Czech. I guess I could pull it up. I don't know. It might take me too long. I'm not a multitasker. Oh, he's gone now too. Interesting. So I'm just here chatting it up with myself. Well, that's okay. The pizza's gonna be ready in 3 minutes. So when the pizza's ready, I'm out of here. I'm so sad that 111 people voted for this and none of them are here. It's very sad. Quite sad. Are you back? Did you drop off? Or is it someone new? Let's see. Anywho, on Sunday, I'm going to do a live stream of the Oscar red carpet because I think people are wearing incredibly bizarre outfits and I want to talk about it because I posted about this on my page, the Love is Blind reunion. I don't know if I want to answer that question. But they were wearing some of the most hideous outfits. Here, I can pull them up and we can talk about them. Because, listen, someone commented that I should not call these people famous. And I don't really think that I was calling them famous. But what I believe is every time someone is on TV, a brand will likely wish to dress them. So this was one of the women on Love is Blind. Her name is Amber. And people were making fun of her outfits, but Amber had very creative style the entire season. Like Amber would wear like bell bottoms with chunky heels, like 70s vibe. And Amber's tiny, 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 tiny. So like her entire arm is like the width of my wrist. Very tiny, tiny, tiny. And she has very large and in charge hair and boobies. So she's just a very eccentric woman. And I just felt like this was maybe very like prom 1995. Like I was not loving this. And probably the one that was the prettiest dress, because that to me doesn't even really look like a dress, was this silk number. I like the skirt. The top was a little weird. I loved that the couple matched. I thought that was really cute. Let me see if I can find some of the other dresses. I feel some sort of connection to Ashley, maybe because she's a tall blonde that dates losers and has a broken picker, because that's me. Or used to be me. I don't have a broken picker anymore. And her dress, I think lace is very trendy, and so she was trying to go with the trends of lace. But like this is what some of the other women in other seasons have worn to the reunion. Like I have a dress similar to that. I would wear that in Mexico. I wouldn't wear that on a reunion. What happens is these people go on internet, like they go on TV basically to embarrass themselves. Hold on, pizza. Okay, it needs like one more minute. Anyways, they go on national television, and I think the women really want to find love, and I think the men think that they want to find love. But once they get into a relationship, they realize that they're an avoidant, or they're not ready for love, or they pick the wrong person, because I think men know when they know. And I think a lot of these guys have the conversations and they get like emotionally and intellectually stimulated on the show. And then they meet the woman and they're like, that's not it. And guys are very visual, they're very physical. So then the reveal happens and they meet the girl and they're like so not connected to what the girl physically looks like that they like freak out, panic, and like sabotage the situation. And then these girls want to get like revenge and go on the reunion looking like super hot and like, ooh, look at me, and show off. And like, he's going to regret it and I'm better than him. So they pick these like crazy dresses. And they, to me, never look classy ever. Like this girl's basically naked on live TV talking about how she was dumped. It's just not a good look. It's also something that I would never do. Like I would never go on this show and do this. Do you think it's harder for a man or a woman to find someone today? Honest answer is I think women are the problem with dating. I don't know if you can still hear me. But I think women are the problem. I think that women in America, specifically, give it up too easily. And there's no sense of class or pride for your body anymore. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Blink twice if you can hear me. Oh, and you dropped out too. Okay. Well, then it's time to eat my pizza. Are you back? You dropped off again. Here's my pizza. I know it's not Italian pizza, it's frozen pizza. He must show himself to be of value to women. It's not an obligation. Thank you. Thank you. He should be showing up as a high quality man and proving his worth to a woman. But women in America, they're like, oh my God, he took me out for a drink, spread. Oh my God, he took me to dinner, spread. And the guy's like, okay, I got what I wanted. Why am I going to invest in this anymore? But he doesn't end the relationship or situationship because he has access to that. So then he strings her along and she's like not asking questions or having any value to herself. And so he just like messes with her brain in a sense. And then she goes crazy because he's treating her this way, but she's allowing him to treat him this way because she just spread and didn't really whatever. You know, I don't really love American pizza. Brian, hi. I'm feeling better. I went into my local coffee shop today and they literally said I looked sad and they gave me a free coffee because I still am very sick. To me, sound nasally. I tried to work out again today. I worked out for about 10 minutes and then I just stretched for 30 minutes because I just don't have the bandwidth. I don't have energy. It's like, I was wondering today if I had maybe COVID. I mean, I'm not contagious anymore. Excuse me, because it's been over a week. But yeah, I was wondering if I had COVID because I don't know. The second day I was laying in bed and I almost went to the hospital. I almost called the ambulance to take me to the hospital because I was so beat feeling that I knew like I couldn't get myself there. And I just wanted them to like put me under, like just drug me out so that I could just sleep through it because trying to breathe and the amount of like, it felt like someone had like taken something and like tightened around my head, like a very tight helmet. Was this the same shop the guy sent you pics that he was there? Yes, it was the same shop. Thank you for taking me to the ER. I appreciate you. But yeah, I was actually going to pop off and eat my pizza. So I appreciate you, Brian, for offering. I'm glad that you would have taken me. Brian, where do you live? I forgot. Tell me, I forgot. I feel bad that I forgot. And I don't know. Yeah. California. That's right. That's right. You do pay attention. You're one of the rare ones. But it's just been the two of you guys. No one else came in. I mean, we had like 100 and someone people vote for this day and time. And I might be moving to California in June. So that could be cool. But I need to eat because I have a headache. I might come back in like 30 minutes after I eat. And yeah, really, I'm kind of tired of Chicago. I need a change. So happy Friday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Stay single till June. I make no promises, but I mean, I haven't had a date that I liked since July. So there's that. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thanks for popping on. Sorry it was so brief, but I'm going to go eat my pizza. Happy Friday. Bye.